Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Stoneblock 4. Today's episode we're going to be finishing out the Solaris. Oh no, I'm being attacked. Anyway, we're going to be finishing up the Solaris Tier 3 quest line, hopefully. But let's head into the chicken jockey area. Okay, so I forgot to craft the Mighty Ender Chicken Egg, but it's super easy to do. What else do we need? Find a very special lot with a dangerous fight inside, maybe a dragon egg. Use it in the center of the ring to summon the boss. Once you have your hands on one, the world agent should be able to extract its essence into block form. But we're going to extract with the extractor and to get more dragon eggs as well. Okay, so what we got down here? Got some wither roses and some other stuff, but how do I get into the boss battle? How do I go into there to place this down? I'm kind of confused. Let's get this out of the way. Do I break this? Oh, well, I guess so. I'm kind of confused. Um, how do I use this? Oh, you place it right there. Okay. Alright, so the chicken. Oh. Well, that was loud. But what I needed to do was to grab my chicken stick. That was so I can actually take him down a little bit. Once again, I'd like to stress, I have insane armor. We gotta wait the 7 seconds for that to, like, I mean, we're not weak, like, in any stretch of the means, but, like, how am I supposed to beat this? And we got cooked. Yet again. Huh? Do. Let's bring some golden apples. Huh? He just does so much damage. Okay. We died again. I thought this was supposed to deal like 1,000 damage. This thing does nothing. Gotta whack it with the ender stick about 15 times. Oh, it's got a zombie on the back of it too. I don't really know how you do this without coming back here to it. Yep, got cooked again. We just can't give it enough time to like respawn any health. Okay, I ate a enchanted golden apple. Like a god apple at that. Let's munch another one. Oh, so we have the resistance. Oh, great! Now I have now I'm withered. Uh, Alright, got like half of a bar left. I have 3 health. There we go. Okay, well, got the dragon egg and some dragon skin. That was a little difficult. Good lord. I'm assuming I can just respawn this guy in whenever as well. What is these? Are there just chickens around somewhere? Like, I can see them on the map here. That's kind of confusing. But anyway, I'm assuming we can just spawn in more of these. I'm not really worried about that, though. Let's grab the... No, we don't have to. Let's just go home. Okay, so now we need to make another extractor and some storage drawers for this here dragon egg. And for the extractors, I have no clue how to make those. Yeah, 2 of them might be good enough. And then there's also a south one, which I don't know if we need to hit both of them or not. I don't really know how that works. But what I do know we need a storage drawer. That was great spelling. Well, I probably should have did one that I can actually like frame. That's a 1x2. I need a 1x1. There we go. That was so I can design it to be matching with everything else. Which is super simple to do. Well, Do I have to do it in the grid? Huh. Um, oops. Yeah, I don't know. So we'll just grab a normal basic storage drawer and we'll just throw it down. Well, I had to type in basic. I need a storage drawer. We just set the. Didn't I just have a storage drawer? Anyway, I don't guess it matters. So we'll hop over here, go down here, and we'll go beside of our extractors. Yeah, so all we have to do here, well, we'll actually put it over here. Should just have to do something like that. I thought that was it. That should be it. There's a dragon egg underneath it. I don't see why that wouldn't work. Oh, great. Where'd the dragon egg go? Okay, it's right there. I do need my torch. That was so I can get my dragon egg back. I don't really know why that didn't work. I mean, it's a dragon egg with an extractor on top of it. I mean, that looks like to me it's underneath it, right? Not being dumb, Larry. And it doesn't look like it takes anything else. So let's try this. It's still not working. Why? You don't show that you need anything else. Huh? I'm so perplexed by this. Why are you not working? Does it... Hold on. Dumb idea here. Yeah, that didn't work either. Wait, where'd that extractor go to? I guess it's just... Aw, crap. Another one of those mild inconveniences. Why do I keep this kind of dangerous stuff in my hands? I mean, that stuff right there is completely irrelevant. So all we're gonna do um alright, now I just need to find my dragon egg to try to grab it back up. Still kind of perplexed as to why this isn't working. We'll grab the egg back up. Am I missing something like in the quest line? Yeah, so I don't want to waste this on turning this into Enderium. There's probably also another way to get Enderium. Yeah, there is. And we would have to do this twice, so we need 2 dragon eggs. It says it takes 15 seconds. Am I just being too impatient? Nope, that's not correct. Nope, no more floods. That's also not what I meant to do. And no more floods. So let's do this. Break you. Place you. Um, yeah, if that was going to work, that should have been working. I don't know why it's not. Alright, so after a little bit of reading here, that's supposed to work? Maybe? Maybe I just need an output now? I don't know. I'm confused. Like, it's still not working. Alright, to try this again, let's try something like this. And then we'll throw the dragon egg up on top. Yep, that works. Okay, so had the system upside down. And now we just need to link to that storage drawer. And we should be starting to receive dragon eggs. Let's grab a locking tool as well, or the whatever this is called. I was hoping to get some dragon's breath from that fight, but it didn't work out that way as I was getting brutally murdered throughout that entire thing. Yeah, this just takes a little bit of time. So let's add in a basic mechanical pipe, or not mechanical, logistical. I should have some, maybe not. When in doubt, go with ultimate. And then we need the configurator as well. Alright, so we're going to start off by needing a few blocks as just kind of a temporary placeholder. Alright, so we need our other extractor, which Lord knows where it went, so we're just going to make another one. Wait, actually need more kiwi for that. So where did the other one go? Also, you need water beside of you, so there you go. That's back to making skystone dust. It's not making very much, but it's making a little bit. Like, genuinely, where did that other extractor go? Like, that is so strange. I mean, I don't think it's in the backpack. No. Like, it just completely disappeared. I guess it's possible it burned up. So how do we get more kiwi here? Goo around skystone. Okay. So let's head over here and pop up. I did not mean to place this one back here. But we'll just do that. And that'll give us all the kiwi that we need to complete this. Alright, so the kiwi is now ready to be mined up. Just 9, but that's all we need. Now we just need an extractor. Oh, that was fantastic spelling. Alright. I mean, and this should be more than enough to get us what we need. Little bit of configuration. Oh, that's not meant to happen. And then we just need to place the other dragon egg right there. Nope, not right there. Right there. And then we just have a random extra dragon egg. And we should be start. Why can we not see this in the system? Um, can we now? Yeah, okay. So, cool. We got 2 of those going now, which should be more than enough for what we need, hopefully. Okay, so now what I need to do is make this somewhat safe to exist upon. So we'll just do that. I could dress this up, and I will. Believe me, I will at some point. Maybe. Okay, so that leads us to making Enderium blocks, which is just dragon eggs along with some molten ender. Molten ender we can get by melting endermen or melting pearls. Can we make a slow melter? Sure, we could. But what's going to be the best way for us to do this? Maybe we just melt some ender pearls down. And I mean, we just need 8 per craft, so that's 16 ender pearls. And then we'll just transfer it over into a tank or equivalent. But we can just put them into a bucket for now. Yeah, so we just need 16 ender pearls. Well, I'm going to need 20, that so I can make 2 buckets out of it. Got a little bit of milk in there from something. Oh, probably a cow might have stood over here up against the edge of it, unfortunately. So let's fill up the bucket there. And then it'll export down here. And then we'll just fill up another bucket. And then all we need is a basic fluid tank. And we'll be good there. Oops. That was superbly easy. So now I just need 2 Ender Dragon eggs. There it is. Okay. Oh, it's just called Dragon eggs. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay, so let's head to the world engine. Okay, and we already have a tank here. It's just got meat in it, which is completely irrelevant at this point. So let's put Molten Ender in there. And I forgot to get out the configurator. And then I need to actually make this where it can put fluids in. What are we missing here? Did I do something stupid? 800 MBs, 1 ender cell. Temps are fine. I mean, they're really hot, but I don't see why you're not working. No source in there to mess it up. Am I being dumb? Hmm. This doesn't really make sense. Dragon egg into Enderium with 800 millibuckets of. Oh, I see. Molten and. Huh? No, that should be working. I don't know why it's not. Like, that doesn't make sense. Do I need to take off the heat? I mean, I'll give it a try. Because it doesn't need heat, it needs 800 millibuckets. Do I have the ender cell on here? Ender cell nitro? Like, I know we did that. I'm pretty sure we did this. Well, let's just make another ender cell. Luckily, we have like 15 of them already. Like, I'm so perplexed. I mean, it's placing their structure again. And it placed the black for it. I'm pretty sure I'd already done that, though. Also, I would have thought this temperature would have been gone by now. I know I have that, and then I know I have that as well. I'm so confused. Also, where'd that ender, or where'd that end thingamadoo go? I'm so perplexed. So we got some shadow casing here. I am currently stuck. So that's 2,000 millibuckets in there. I'm so confused. So I think the problem was this was in the wrong slot, the Molten Ender. So hopefully it decides it wants to go in the correct slot. I wonder if there's a way that I can actually make that work. We'll just make you none, because fluids are coming into the top. So I think this will work. Well, it's not doing anything as of yet. I mean, it's in the correct slot now. Okay, the rotation of the entire thing was wrong. And then once this is done, we'll just dump out the rest of the ender. Alright, so now we should have 16 Enderium blocks, which we get a dragon head and a tier 3 crafter, which is completely useless. Okay, so are these all still locked? I'm confused. Oh, okay. I bet this is just locked in another tech tree, maybe? That's what it kind of looks like. It looks like we're gonna have to head through several more quests here. Like, we gotta go through Oritech, which is its own fiasco, if it'll go to it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we need to go through and do all this fun stuff. We can automate most of this. Um, I have no clue how to do this, but I guess we'll have to look into it. So let's head back home, and then we're gonna start into Oritech. So got our stone cutter. Um, let's try a pattern provider. It would probably help to be not on that page. Pattern provider, and then we need an importer. And we'll just put this right here. Pattern provider. Stone cutter down there. And then an importer coming in off the side. I have no clue if this is going to function. So let's make the recipe for copper wires. Just try with 10 to start with. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's not. Why does that think it needs water? Anyway, that's not going to work. So that sucks. Alright, what other ways can we make copper wire? Rolling, I mean, it might have to be the metal press here. Um, I mean, it's either that or we take up like a mechanical saw or something and we just drop it onto there and then just. I don't know how to do that though. Like, I know how to do this manually, but like, it's going to be the automation part that's difficult. Alright, so I think using create here, I believe this should work. Let's go. I tested it with the hopper and it was pretty slow. So let's try to make some copper wires now. Let's make 200 of them. I mean, that's going pretty quickly. Um, I'm sure we could probably slow this down a little bit and it would still be fine. But I don't hate the speed that that's running at. Let's do that. So it kind of can't go anywhere else. And like that, I am stuck. We can just leave it like that, honestly. It's not going to make a difference. I mean, and it's working beautifully. Oops. I mean, it takes a little bit of time. I don't know why it's requesting water still. It's to the point of me not caring. But anywho, I think that's going to work pretty swell for us. All right, yeah. So I need motors. So that's absurdly loud as well. So we got our magnetic coils, and then all we need to do is turn those into motors, and then we can drop that into not no. So let's make a stack or 2 or 4 of motors. I set it up to automatically craft the engineer's hammers as well. I think it's just broken saying that it needs water. I don't like that that's still holding 4 there. We'll just cancel it. It'll be fine. But that's working on it. What else did I need for you? Some machine cores. Let's go ahead and make 12 of them. That was easy. So we can make a pulverizer. And then let's go ahead and make the nickel reinforced plating. It's not going to matter, but it's going to be adequate. How far along is that? It's only got to craft another 100 or so copper wires, and then it will be heading into everything else. Oh, apparently it's still got to craft another 700 of them. It's slow, but I mean, I don't know what else to do for it. That's going to work on that. Alright, so a few of those motors have crafted up. We'll go ahead and I guess we'll automate the centrifuge production. That is not the correct thing to throw that into. And we'll just make a singular centrifuge. And oh, it's a pulverizer, you absolute Dorcas. We just need the one for now. And then from there we'll also need an importer and some pattern stuffs. 2 nickel reinforced alloy. I don't see why we couldn't make some of that. Or all that stuff. Oh, I bet you it's waiting on this. Cancel it. Alright, so we got our one pulverizer here. That was a lot louder than intended. Let's grab some ME table. Okay, and so what we want to do here is we will set up our pulverizer over here. How do we want to do this? The correct answer would be not getting stuck down here. So what we need to do, place down the centrifuge there, and then we place the crafter on top of it. And then what we're going to have to do is grab some facades in the form of white concrete panels. And then we'll grab some of this cable. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. So what we can do, we can take us one further back. Take a little channel up here. And we'll use this to get up. do this number, and then we're going to need some universal cable as well to go into this. Might as well go with the best of the best. And that should be giving that power now. We'll go through later and actually finish this up. We should probably make sure we put acceleration cards in these. So that should work. I really would have thought I'd have been able to jump out of that. Oh, no, I'm actually stuck. So, we're not now. Maybe we are. Go away. Anywho. So that's the pulverizer. And really the only thing we need the pulverizer for is going to be it's some sort of compound. Indiric compound. Yeah, this one. So what we want to do is pulverize 1 ender pearl into 8 indiric compound. I can't really do anything from down here, so I don't know why I'm down here. That's a piece of sand. And so hopefully if we go to the indiric compound section, let's say we need 100 of them. Let's see if this works. Granted, I could speed these up as well, this pulverizer, but I don't know if I'm going to, because it's probably going to take a whole lot of effort to do that. Let's go ahead and pull the motor out as well, just to get those cores done. Go for the foundry. Seems easy enough. That takes Electrum, which... Do I have Electrum automated? I do not. So we'll go down here to our encoder. I mean, it's just alloy of gold and silver. So super easy. So there's Electrum automated. And then we'll just go ahead and automate cauldrons as well, because I don't want to deal with it. And we'll just take this back over here. Alright, so now we should be able to make foundry. Let's make 3 of those. Just like that, super easy. It's insane how easy this is. Oh, these are multi-block as well. Okay. So that needs cores. So let's get, nope, not 100. We'll take 10. We actually already had some, so that was kind of irrelevant. Okay, so let's grab some more of those facades. Make 17 for now. Okay, so we can do that, do that. I'm gonna go back to our striped gray concrete there. Okay, so this kind of lets us see how we need to do this. And that's how it told me to do it. Do I need to wrench it or something? Ah, you gotta right click it. Okay. It's a shift right click as well. Alright, so there's the foundry. We're going to make 3 of these. That's not correct. We're just going to have 3 just in case. And I need to get back here to click on this other one. Alright, and that'll be 3 foundries. We got our universal cable up here, so we can just take that across. I mean, we can add add-ons to the front side here, but that's about it. Yeah. I don't even know what the foundry is used for, to be honest. Okay, so it's how we make duratium, clay glowstone. We can make electrum here, but yeah, this was probably worth making. It looks like it's just an alloy smelter essentially. Yeah, it definitely is. And we'll go ahead and put in all of those recipes. So let's go to the foundry here. Click over here. Let's start with duratium. Clay glowstone. And we'll just do the ones we need. There's obviously no point in doing something that we've already done. I don't know if I have pulsating alloy, so we'll take it. I know I have electrum. I know I have steel. I'm pretty sure I have vibrant alloy. We need solarium. Need dark steel. I mean, we can go ahead and save bio steel, even though I don't have what it takes for the actual bio part of that. Let's make copper alloy, whatever that's for. Redstone alloy as well. Invar, not needed. Biosteel. That bronze, sure. I don't know if I actually need that or not. But we do need energite as well. And then we'll take brass as well. And this is why I made so many. I just don't want to deal with it. Like, if I have to do multiples. Adamant right there. I mean, but this is all it comes down to at this point, and this will be Constantan. And we got one more that we need, which is going to be energetic alloy, which I think we already have, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, that is, yeah, we have it. Okay. So then we just want to pop up here. So then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. So now I just need to hook up the imports on here. And these should be, they're not connected because they lack a connection cable. So we need some more ME cables. So we just do something like that, and then we'll head down, and hopefully I can figure out where these are. Well, that was easy. There are 3 importers there. And that takes us up to 8 out of 128 channels. But they should work now. Let's go look in our craftables. I think duration would be something we could probably use. Why are you not working? Oh, you are. You're just slow. Okay. That's all I need. I'll take slow. Like, we might put a speed upgrade here eventually, but you could also put a speed upgrade in the back here. So if we really want to, we can move up these powers when we get to that point. And right here's all the speed upgrades, which you can get up to tier 9 speed upgrade. But that looks like you have to buy that. This one you can make an engraver with a 7 a speed add-on and Perithium, which is another engraving recipe, which takes a bunch of stuff. All would be auto-crafted, presumably. I know that we're going to need some centrifuges. So let's head down here. And then we'll set these up to autocraft. I need to autocraft the jars as well, or the bottles. And just like that, we should be able to make, I know we need at least 2, so we'll make 4. And so on these also take a singular block, or machine core block. We'll place down 2 for now. We'll dress this back up later. We'll place 2 more of those up there. And then we'll just need to place importers on the bottom, but that'll be easy enough to do. And so the centrifuges can be used to... So realistically, the only thing I'm looking for here is the coal dust to carbon fiber strands, I believe. Yeah, at least for now, because I shouldn't have any clumps per se. Yeah, so at least for now, I just need the 1 centrifuge. And what did I need to take it? Oh, I need coal dust. Do I have coal dust automated? I do not. I do. Okay, cool. So I'll place you there. Then we'll head down here. So then we need to make a fluid add-on, which takes a fluid pipe, which we can encode that as well. And that takes electrum as well, which we do autocraft as well. So we'll make 3 of these fluid add-ons. Do I know how many we need? No. So that's going to make the carbon fiber strands, which we are not exporting at the moment, nor does that have power. So kind of let myself down on that one. Probably don't even need to speed that up, honestly. It looks like it's fast enough for now. Alright, fluid add-ons. So, with a fluid add-on into the centrifuge, we can send, I think I have to pump this with water, but I'm assuming there's a reason I need it to do this. don't really know why though. What was that? Polymerism from sand? I mean, maybe? I don't know. Um, we'll hold off on the powered furnace because I don't think we're going to need that, right? Because, I mean, it doesn't even show up as it can doing anything. So, assembler looks easy enough. Drop that off. We'll drop these fluid add-ons off for now as well, and these other centrifuges. I don't know if we actually need them. So let's make some assemblers. 2 of them. Okay, so that takes 4 crafters. Oh, okay. We'll throw that off in there. And then we just need to make 4 assemblers. I don't know why I'm making 4, but it's what we're going to go with. That's going to craft some adamant ingots, which will take a second to make, but not too long, hopefully. And then after that, we're going to start working our way up through these lasers. Oh, Jesus Christ, that looks dangerous. Oh, boy. So that gives us our 4 assemblers. Alright, what are the assemblers used for? Alright, so we can assemble some plutonium pellets if we want to. Ion thrust. Okay, so we are going to use these quite a bit. How do we make this fluxite? Alright, so that's something that we have to cast. Not a fan of that. Ay, caramba. Because amethyst clusters, they're hard to come by. But it looks like that might be what it wants us to do to start with. Which, that's extremely inconvenient. Okay, so what we want to do, let's go ahead and somewhat clear out the inventory. Okay, so that will let us go in here. We are in the correct one, so we want to be in the assembler. And we just want to go through here and encode some patterns of what's going to be helpful for now. We have plastic automated. Redstone comes in from the chickens. I'm gonna have to figure out the fluxite. It'll be a real treat. I'm not concerned about that or that. Looks like a bunch of these are going to be add-ons. Let's get flux gates in here. So that'll be everything for those automated. Let's get basic battery. Clay callus beads. Don't think we need that. Books, no. Carbon plating block. We'll hold off. Reactor wall, iron reinforced plating. We can hold off on all of that stuff. Couldn't care less about efficiency. Just trying to look and see what's here. Don't need uranium pellets or plutonium pellets. Because this is where most of our upgrades are going to come from. Alright, right here's a different way to make the coils. So let's actually do that as well. And then we can make budding amethyst? Really? Okay. I mean, we'll do it just to have it. At speed, which I wouldn't hate having. But let's take the Indiric lens. There's just so many of these that are gonna be helpful. Um, Yay, caramba. Alright, I think we can leave the rest of that. The only reason I'm making so many is because I kind of want to be able to kind of just completely ignore everything. Okay, there's the assembler placed down. Which, I mean, I can just do one, I suppose. And it's not going to hurt anything. I goofed a little bit there. I mean, one's fine for now. If we need to, we can always put more. So this fluxite is going to be our next part here. So we need an Indiric laser. So we'll hop down here and put those recipes in. Which all we needed was the laser, I suppose. What else do we need for this Indiric lens? Alright, so let's make 2 of those to start with. And then we'll make 1 Indiric lens. And then we need a target designator, so we need 3 of the processing units. But we'll just put that on the material list. And have it craft up that one, which it'll work on, albeit slowly. It'll get it done. It's going through the assembler right now. Boom, done. So let's grab this and you. Okay, so to make fluxite, to mine amethyst clusters, using the laser on a budding amethyst will energize it and increase its growth rate. Huh? Okay, so this just aims at the cluster. I'm concerned. Let's take a little bit back over here. I want to have this down here, that way so hopefully it doesn't destroy my base if this goes horribly wrong. Alright, so how do I need to do this? On a budding amethyst. Okay, huh? You can focus the laser to mine amethyst clusters to get fluxite. Using the laser on a budding amethyst will energize it and increase its growth rate. Okay, so this is a beefy little thing here. I want to have this down here for just safety reasons. That way so I never have to touch it again. And hopefully I decide to not completely junk the base. Okay, so we need some budding amethyst. That takes overcharged crystals. How do we get overcharged crystals? So we need superconductors. Okay, that is something a little ahead of where I am. I guess we can just go grab some. Yeah, we'll just go grab some and I'll be back. Alright, so I decided to go through the molecular metamorpho here through cognition, and I had to make a transforming focus, which is just 4 amethyst, 2 redstone, and 1 cognitive crystal. Superbly easy. Yeah, so, I mean, this is just making us a few budding amethysts, so we can head back down here. And I've got to figure out how this works. So, caramba, this is going to be a fun learning experience. I think this requires, I don't, okay, I didn't put power to it yet, which is a great start. Okay, so I think I either need to do this. That is not the correct thing. So you need power, I suppose. That is thermodynamic. That is not going to do the job. How do you work? I'm extremely confused. Use the target by sneak and right clicking, and then. Alright, so it's a pretty simple thing to do. You just have to target this main block, and it will break the one up on top of it. For whatever reason, it doesn't target the center, or any. Oh, maybe it does break that one as well. I just haven't seen it break this one yet. Which is fine, I suppose. I probably should have a storage drawer for this, which I can set up super easy. Looks like we need planks for that. And we'll just get them to craft 1,000. 1 storage drawer. 1 linking tool. And then we need 1 piece of fluxite. And then we'll head over. Nope, not like that. Well, there should be a way for me to get over there still. I just didn't go far enough. We'll just put it over here. There's no real reason for this. It's just where I want to put it. Okay, so we just need to actually bind you. We'll pull all of it out for a second, and we'll. Why are you not working? Okay, let's. Does that make any sense? Yeah, not to me either. I'm confused by that, but you know, if it wants to work, I guess. Let's grab the configuration tool while we're here. And then we'll just start those 33. Oh, okay, I see what the issue was. Alright, so that's Fluxite automated, albeit slowly. We'll get enough for what we need. Why did I come down here? Okay, I didn't even mean to hit that, but it's cool. So now we're making Fluxite. So now we can assemble these flux gates, which I should be able to already do. I don't know. Let's make 12. So let's go check out our machinery over here. Looks like our centrifuge is turning. I don't know if anything else is going to have to. But all these machines are really cool looking. And, you know, they're not particularly slow either. Let's get rid of this target designator. The assembler should be, yeah, the assembler is working. It just doesn't have very much motion. It's invisible from up front, but you can see it from over here. We'll probably set up to automate making the higher tier upgrades for some reason. It's just going to be good to have. Has it made any of them yet? Nope. Okay, it's starting to now. Okay. We can grab our first flux gate out. Or, yeah, flux gate. That gives us another budding amethyst for whatever reason. What's the fragment forge? I don't think I need this. Looking at it, it doesn't really look like it. Nope, that's horrible. Horrible. I mean, it gives some better returns, but like I couldn't care less if you catch my drift. Like I throw some of that into like a crusher or whatever. We could fragment for a more endurance compound per, but once again, we have infinite, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we're gonna ignore this. We could make it just for the quest. But let's go make the atomic forge. Okay, so it looks like, so this is how we engrave as well. Which looks like we can go through a little bit of mechanism stuff here, but that seems kind of irrelevant. But we definitely need this atomic forge, so let's go set up the auto crafting for the atomic forge, which shouldn't take any extra work. I mean, literally, like, and that was dumb. Grab you out. No, you. And so we just want to make the atomic forge. Just one should do. Instant. So we'll take it up here. Okay, this is a chunky machine. So I'm tempted to put it over here in the corner. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't think those were supposed to place down right there. So right here's the atomic forge. So I believe to automate this one, first off we need to get power over here. I bet you we have to take this in through the bottom. Didn't mean to break that, but that's fine. So what we might be able to do is do that. It has one RF in it. Okay. Out of pure curiosity, can I just do something like this? And then we'll grab, that was great spelling. We'll grab the strip gray concrete facade. Forgot to grab the ME cable as well. It's one of the more important parts of this. Just like that, and then we'll place down the facade there. The rest of it couldn't care less. And then we'll have to place a import on this. I have no clue if this is going to work or not. We're kind of putting this in a weird place where it's going to be kind of difficult to access. Okay, so let's go through and get all the recipes for the atomic forge. And in the meantime, once again, inventory clean out because it's an absolute atrocity. Okay, so don't need to do you. Don't really need you. Oh, we need to be on the encoder, I suppose. Yeah. Don't need to do those. Heisenberg compensator. Short. Don't know what you are, but we'll take it. What's the unholy? Strange. So we are going to have to do a little bit of refining as well, which is unfortunate. And that's fluid separation, so we'll have to get into that here in a moment. We'll worry about that here in a second, though. Silicon wafers, short, don't know what they're for, but we'll end up using them, I suppose. Some efficiency, don't need you yet. Don't need any of that yet. Reinforced deep slate, sure. I don't know if we're going to need that. Advanced computing engine, sure. How do we make those quantum processors? So that's in the circuit fabricator, which takes quantum alloys, which we can't get yet, but we'll have them ready for future use. Yeah, I thought I already had a Heisenberg compensator. Is this a different recipe for it? Is this one easier? Super AI chip? I mean, easier? No. Got some processing upgrades. Don't need to worry about that. It takes the liquid naphtha, which I don't have at the moment, but I need to get liquid naphtha automated, and I guess strange matter as well for our liquid separators that I still have to place down. What are you? Promethium. Okay. So that takes overcharged crystals and Heisenbergs. We'll take you as well. So we need the advanced computing, which is silicon wafer and a quantum. Once again, quantum requires quantum alloys, which are singularities in the reaction chamber, which we're working towards this at the moment. I don't need to go up. I need to go over here throw some recipes in this one. So Promethium. So that requires the particle collision part. So and this requires empowerment. So we need to work on that as well. So we have a lot to do. I think it requires 2 of these particle accelerators, maybe. So let's start setting that up. So we need a motor. I don't know why I actually saved that. Looks like that needs a superconductor as well. And superconductors go together up here in the assembler. But we also need dubious containers, which that's super simple. That's just a basic crafting recipe. So are you, correct? Yes. This goes in the assembler. Why is my elevator not working? Oh, had a piece of sand on top of it. So that's this fully decked out for now. So we should be able to make the linear motor. And so we should be able to make everything involved there. So let's throw that away, or not away, but over there. Okay, so we need reinforced carbon sheets and advanced batteries. How do we make those? Okay, so we have to get liquid naphtha, which we can get by refining oil. Do we need light naphtha, or what did we need? Yeah, we need light naphtha. Biofuel, which we can separate via biomass. I don't want to do that. How do we get oil? Molten carbon and a slime ball? Okay, we can do that. Molten carbon is... How do we make the slow meter? Or slow melter? Maybe we do go with biofuel. And that way, so we're still using Oritech as well. And then how do we make the biofuel? So we can pulverize packed wheat, or just wheat, or... Oh, we can use leather. Okay. I want to say we automatically make leather. So, we do, because we have 984,000. We also need a battery, didn't we? It just randomly decided to hit me. Yeah, we need these advanced batteries. I just missed that recipe apparently. Okay, so now time for another fun part of this. So, let's grab another crusher or pulverizer. I don't know why I want to call them crusher. Autocraft. So we need biofuel. We'll do this. So it's 250. Yep, just like that. I'll need to double check that conversion. Yes, that so 250 water, one piece of biofuel makes 100, which is what that says. And I'm presuming this has to be done in a fluid separation centrifuge. Okay, so we're going to make this its own section over here. Why do I not have more leather than that? I feel like it should be more. Are we just out of seeds or something? No, it's definitely making it. And pumping it out as fast as it goes, it's max level. Yeah, so that's kind of confusing. But it'll be fine either way. I hate how that stuff falls out. Okay, so we need dense pipe, normal pipe. What else? We're going to need a universal cable. That we're just going to run straight across the top of this, I suppose. We'll do there, and that leaves us one singular block to get by. We'll take a hole out of the wall to place the light. Okay, I mean, and this is past the actual room anyway, so that works. I'm just trying to think about how to do this. So we'll need the centrifuges and the fluid add-ons. And then we need some more of these machine cores as well. No, not that kind of them. Sure, make 100 of them. I do not care. Okay, so we'll start off by placing the pulverizer right there. And then I'm honestly tempted to say that we need to place these centrifuges right here. Like that. And then we can add the fluid add-ons to the back of them. Yeah, like that. So if we look, we can see how this one doesn't have a fluid bar, and then these ones do. So, I need you. I need to give this the leather to biomass. Nope, not the right one. Not fragmenting, pulverizing. Yes, that recipe. And then we want to throw that into a pattern right there. And then we'll have you become our biofuel, which I need to place down some fluid drawers. Four. simply just to get it out of the machine. This is going to be a really interesting construct here, because I've got to get it to come out of here. So since I didn't have the plates that we need for the storage controller, go ahead and make those up. Let's not actually put that there. Let's put it right here. Let's just take out the floor of the room. So then we need our linking tool, a bus, a storage bus, grab the linking tool, and then from there we can just take a cable down like that. And so that's seeing water for whatever reason. Oh, hindsight, should have locked those first. Not locking, it's I actually have it in my inventory conveniently enough. Let's remove those. What's going to be the easiest way to clear those? Probably just make new fluid drawers, honestly. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're upside down, but we can lock them for now. Nope, no, you know what? We might as well do it right. There we go. Cool beans. So, we can just have a pipe, a mechanical pipe, and this will be good enough. You just need the configurator, which I always forget to grab. To split those up, I'm going to pull out of the bottom of these. Alright, so that should work. Let's actually prevent this from exporting for now. And then we want to request a thing of biofuel. I cannot because those are not connected up here. That's a piece of sand. Okay. So once again, just going to be a facade. Go there. Misplaced that, but that's fine. One of 28 channels up this end. What are we up to out here? 26 of 128. That's perfectly fine. Alright, so I should be able to see biofuel? Maybe not, because this is not connected. Now I can. Okay, but it's not letting me request. Let's make 10 biofuel. You don't have power. How am I going to get power into this? Can I grab like some sort of multi-cable? And the only really universal pipe that there is from pipes. So we have to go through, make energy pipes. Which, I mean, we can do. That's just inconvenient. What about XNet? I have. Is XNet a thing in here? Why do I want to say that? I don't know. Let's look into logistics. Um, how can I get power into these? Okay, so if we break that, we could take power in from the bottom here. All right, and then okay, that works. And then all we have to do is these mechanical pipes can go in up here. Obviously, we want to configure those to be apart. I'm fine with them not exporting quite yet. You need an importer. If there's a will, there's a way. That is for certain. It's kind of a mess down here. You need power as well. We can do that. This is an absolute mess for right now. Why is that not letting me try to craft the biofuel? That also takes water, so that's not even the right recipe. Right? No, that's got water in it. And they're connected to the system. What is your conniption? I mean, you got power, you got a pattern in you. Maybe we have to make it craft one bucket at a time. I don't see what difference it would make. So let's multiply everything by 10. Crap, that's not what I meant to do. So that's making a bucket, so we need to multiply this by 10, so that's 2.5. And then this needs to be 10 biofuel. I'm just trying stuff. Nope, still doesn't work. Let's grab some biofuel. Let's grab 10. Let's grab some water. Can I just click that on here? Yeah, I sure can. So that made 400. Let's put a little bit more water in there. So that's now made some biofuel. And then let's see here. So let's grab a bucket. Where'd it go? Like, genuinely, where did it go? I'm so confused by this. If you couldn't tell. So let's grab some more biofuel, I suppose. This is going to be horribly slow because of, you know, I'm using the least efficient recipe. Let's grab 7, 8, 10. So that's 200 millibuckets, so I need some more water. So what happens if I unlock this for a half a millisecond? Alright, so that took biofuel into it. Why is this not working? Not the correct thing to click on there. What was I even doing this for? I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know. I know I was doing it for some reason. Oh, I needed naphtha for something. I have no clue. So, oh, it was to make these reinforced carbon sheets. Is there a different way to make these? No. So that's why I needed light naphtha, is for this. Huh. So I can just take pure biofuel, and that'll make diesel. Which we'll probably just trash can away for now. Because, I mean, we're not going to use it. Did that go away? Where is it going to? Oh, I think I know what happened. It put it into a bucket. Alright, so there's some biofuel in there. I just want to be able to craft it. Let's see if I can't make 30 buckets. Okay, it looks like that's working. And that's going to be pulverizing for a minute because it's so slow. Alright, so I think okay. I've got to like actually want to edit the amount, and then it'll make biofuel, so it works. Alright, so after a quick little game crash, I went and talked to the echo of the catalyst here, and so we need to apparently put a tesseract upgrade on. Let's do that, and then we can also do the Enderium one at the same time. Both super easy. Tesseract, all you got to do, pour some Ender onto a tesseract frame, which is just some Enderium. Once again, super simple to get. Enderium is just Ender, Platinum, and Lead, so it doesn't take much. But let's get back into Oritech here. Hopefully I don't crash leaving the world engine this time. Cool. Okay, so where was we at? I was, let's see here. Okay, I was in the process of, okay, so that looks like it's going to take a while, mainly because of the pulverizer here being astronomically slow. I could go ahead and work on a speed upgrade for it, and then we just have to rotate this. It still didn't work how I wanted it to. Anyways, so that's making us some biofuel. Let's get some diamond upgrades for those fluid tanks, because we'll probably need it. I won't, but it's just fun to have the capabilities if we so desire. Alright, so we're just trying to make some reinforced carbon for something. Which requires lipid. What did I need these for? Not for that. Okay, we do need them for the ion thrusters and carbon plating blocks. Okay, so that's why I need them. Okay, so we need liquid naphtha in a refinery, which we can get via biofuel along with some clay catalyst, which is superbly easy to do. So how do we make a refinery? Okay, that's just going to be some more auto crafting. Here's part 1, refinery. We're going to need the portable tank and industrial support beam as well. Both superbly easy for us. And that's another pattern provider completely filled. So let's get a refinery up and running. If we can. It looks like we should. It's just taking some time for the carbon fiber strands to come through. Right, cool, got a refinery. Do I need the second one? Not really. And how are you gonna want to place? Like that, and then we need 3 of these basic machine cores. Add missing core blocks. Where? Where'd the refinery go? It fell down there. It's fantastic. And oh, it's a really strange block. Okay. Ew. Um, just to make all things happy. I do not want it to place that way. I don't really want it to place that way either. But we'll do it. But then we'll just go ahead and place down our refinery. Okay. Get a piece of ME cable. Just act as a little branch for us. And then that should be connected into this somehow. And we need some universal cable. Running really low, so we'll go ahead and tell it to make 300 of them. That's not the right cable. Alright, refinery's starting to get filled up. And I fell. That's suboptimal. Okay, well, let's grab some mechanical pipes, and then we need a trash can of the... Is that going to be a fluid, or... How is that going to work? I guess it's going to be a fluid. Because we're going to need to void off anything that's not naphtha. I thought okay, I do have mechanical pipes. I'm just stupid. Okay, that somewhat did what it was supposed to as well. What else did I need for? Okay, so I needed these clay catalyst buds. So that's just going to be a simple auto craft as well. And I should have went ahead and made the liquid naphtha recipe. And we can just put that in up here. Okay, so, and then if it can't go into there, we want it to go into the trash can, right? But to start with, we don't want that to do anything. Okay, I think we can place a bucket there for... Oh my god, I cannot spell. Where's the diesel? Okay, right there. Okay, that's not letting me do that, so this is going to be kind of concerning. Okay, so let's go ahead and tell it to make us some naphtha. Do I need this to be one more block over? Possibly. I know that's our core block. Do we need to be on it? Once again, temporary to see if this works. Why are you not working for me? Maybe if we tell it just to do it like that, just for the naphtha. Uh, oh. So it has to be the primary for that to do that. So maybe we just tell it to always make some amount of diesel. And then we'll just void off the diesel. So let's make a requester. So it takes another ME interface, ME requester. Cool. We'll take this down here, chalk you there. So we want to why doesn't this work? Like, there's no way for me to make like a bucket of light naphtha either. I think it's gonna make me acquire it first. So what did I need to do for that? So just clay and more naphtha. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a bucket. Sure, a biofuel bucket will work. And then we need some of those clay catalyst buds. Can I just click on there? Cool, yep. Oh, I need to add those extra tanks on there, don't I? I am unsure where these go. So, I'll just take it back here into the wall. Well, that didn't work. How do I make these work? I would have thought it would have went side by side with this. So that's all the time I'm going to have for today. We'll keep working on Oritech a little bit in the next episode, but I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Make sure you like and subscribe, though. It greatly helps out.
But I'll see you in the next one. Peace.